We are looking at another day of above average temperatures, just adding to what has already been a very warm March. So far this month, we've seen 17 days of warmer than normal temperatures. Yesterday, we managed to make it to 67. Today, we are back into the 80s. We'll add more 80s to our calendar forecast. As we look out at the big picture here, jet stream forecast, heat all contributed to this big ridge of high pressure, this heat dome just trapping all these warm temperatures, record-breaking heat down into the desert southwest for us here in Colorado. No real expected changes until next week, and that's when we're going to watch a dip in our jet stream pattern. But until then, just more record-breaking heat across the state, with highs today in the Denver area in the low to mid 80s. We'll see more 80s out into the plains. Mountains will be getting into the 60s and 70s. Western slope in the 80s. For perspective, our normal high this time of year at the airport is 59 degrees. We are clear and quiet. Late day yesterday had a little bit of light rain roll through for some folks up in the high country as well. It was nice to see, very light showers. And tonight we are going to be on the quiet side. Temperatures in the 50s, which is very warm for overnight lows by March standards, because tomorrow afternoon, here's where we're headed, into the mid to upper 80s. Could even see a few low 90s out there. 88 is the high at the airport. So we'll break that daily record for tomorrow, and there's also a potential that we set a new all-time record for warmest temperature for the month of March. We broke the previous record back on Saturday, and now we have the possibility of setting a new record going into tomorrow. High temperatures out into the plains, even warmer. We'll be looking at low 90s. La Junta, Lamar, Springfield, Pueblo, Burlington, all expected to get into the 90s. Mountain temperatures, crazy warm. We've got 77 in Aspen tomorrow, 77 in Steamboat. You just think for snowpack conditions, that is not great news with the sunny, dry, and warm. 89 in Grand Junction for tomorrow. We are tracking a couple of areas where we're expecting a little higher fire danger, so fire weather watches are in place for tomorrow afternoon. Looking at winds gusting up to about 35 miles per hour. It'll be a little breezy here in the Denver area, but at this point, we don't have any fire warnings or watches for us in the Denver area or out into the plains. As I mentioned, tomorrow set to break more records. Going into Thursday, we'll cool down a touch. We'll be in the 70s. And then Thursday night into Friday, a cold front arrives, brings us a slight chance at some rain late Thursday and into the overnight hours. By Friday, we're only in the 50s, which is right where we should be for this time of year, but it's short-lived. We go back into the 70s by the weekend, nearing 80 on Sunday. Going into next week, Tuesday into Wednesday, looking at a potential for some rain, and that's when we could see that pattern shift that we'll keep our eye on in the long-range forecast.